Hello and welcome to watching this video. In this video, I want to teach you how you can work with Trapcode TAO in Adobe After Effects. Okay, first you should create a new solid and then go to Effect and in Trapcode select TAO. Very good. In first look, you can see a circular path like this. Now, if you create a new camera and then select orbit camera, as you can see, this is a 3D path. Now select a TAO layer and here we have many groups. First, I want to teach you what is segment group. The first option is segment mode. Here, if you select this pop-up, you can see we have three options: extrude n-gon, repeat n-gon, and repeat sphere. Okay, for understand that, if you decrease segments, for example 2 or select 3, as you can see, 3 segments is linked together, and you can, with this, you can increase that. And here, as you can see, we have 3 sides, 1, 2, and here is 3. Now you can increase size. As you can see, it will be like this if you increase size. Okay, now click reset. Now if you change it to repeat and gone, now decrease that, you can see each segment will be like this. And if you, for example, increase segment, it will be like slender. And when you increase segment, it will be like this. Very good. Next is repeat sphere. If you select that and decrease this, as you can see, each segment is a sphere. And with side, you can change size for each segment, like this. Very good. Example here is good. And here in size, if you increase size, as you can see, in all axes it increases the size. But if you, for example, increase or decrease size in X or size in Y or size in Z, now if you increase, for example, size in X, as you can see, just increase size in X. Decrease alt size for see better than. As you can see, it will be like this. Or for example, if you change size in Z and decrease that, as you can see, just change size in Z. Okay. And here you can rotate that. For example, rotate in X. Rotate segment in X. Or in Y. Or in Z. And for example, next is twist Z. But for teach that, I think if I teach you with extrude, it will be better. First reset that. Okay, now if you increase this twist, as you can see, all segments are twist. And will be like this. And inside this group we have another group that name is randomness. For this you can random position, for example in X or in Y, or for example random rotation, or for example random scale in X or in, for example, Y, or you can control your segment option with this group. Okay, very good. Again, reset that. Now I want to teach you how you can create this segment along a path or along a light layer. Okay, first in path generator, if you open that, here you can see all option for this circle. If you click, and now you can see it disable this circular path, but if you click and turn on, you can see it appear again. Okay, and here you can use circle, line, and fractal. If you select circle with size, you can change size of the circle, and you can rotate it in X, Y, and Z like this. Or you can use taper size. If you turn on that, as you can see, you can taper end and start, and here with start path you can use this from start to end, or you can change it from end, and here you can change start taper or end taper. Okay, that's good. Now if you change it to line, we have 2 point, and between of that, as you can see, it creates that 3D line. And as previous circular path, we have taper size here, and just here you can change these 2 point. Okay, and next is fractal. If you select fractal, here we have fractal length. As you can see, when you increase that, you can change it. And if you want close this 2 path, you should turn on this checkbox. And with complexity, you can increase that and see that complexity, and minimum is 1. Okay, next is fractal evaluation. If you increase that, you can see random create. Okay, and next group is path from TAO. Now turn off this checkbox, and here first you should create new, and then light, create new light, and name should be TAO, and now press OK. As you can see, it creates automatic that path. And for example here, if we animate this light, for example here, and change indicator to 4, change it to here, and for example here, change this to here. Okay, as you can see, it creates a line path of this light. And here in TAO, if you change this TAO light mode, change it to build up, when you change indicator, it build up this TAO 3D like this. And now turn off this checkbox. Next is path from mask. For example, first select this layer and create your mask. For example, VFXRZ. F X. Okay, as you can see, it creates VFX from this mask line. And if you want, in path from mask group here, you can turn on taper size and taper from start and end. And this is exactly like previous items. Okay. If you want create this TAO from your text, first you should create a new layer, and for example VFXRZ, create your text, and in layer menu, in layer menu, go to auto trace, and now current frame, and okay. As you can see, it create mask from this text, and you should go to mask and select all mask and Control C, or you can edit, select this copy, and now go to the solid layer that have TAO. First delete previous mask. Okay, now select that and press Ctrl V. Very good. Now when you change camera, you can see it create this TAO from your text. Now we can delete this and we can delete this text. Okay, now you can go to segment and increase the segment and size, and decrease size. For example, here is good, and here turn off taper size. Okay, now as you can see, that looks good. Okay. If you want to repeat your path, you should go to repeat path, and here in first repeater, select, for example, if you select 1, it create, as you can see, 2 other copies, and you can turn off this checkbox to just create 1 copy and don't do copy. Okay. Here you can change position in X, for example. If you increase that, as you can see, we can change position. Oh, it's too much. I think 1000 is good. Yes. And or you can change position from Y, Z, and you can rotate that, for example, as you can see, like this, or you can change segment size, and exactly like previous options, you can change these options. For example, segment position. You can change the segment, and you can change other option. Okay, or you can create another repeater for this, and here again you can just, for example, input number, and then you can see that copy from high. Okay, very good. Change it to 0. Okay. Now next group is a fractal displacement, and with this group you can deform your path. For example, in here in amplitude, if you increase that, as you can see, it will be like this. And here you can change frequency for this deforming. And here in fractal type we have 4 options: regular or multi and smooth ridge. As you can see, it's like this, or for example multi smooth ridge. Okay. And here you can change it from word from this, or you can change it from segment. If you change it from segment, as you can see, it will look like this. Okay, now I want to use that word, and I don't need that segment now. And here with evolution you can change this and change that deforming, or and in offset you can offset that from X, or for example from Y. And okay, and next group is material lighting. With this group you can select your color. For example, now its color is white. You can change it, for example, red, and select your color. And with this you can change opacity, and here you can adjust ambient or diffuse. Adjust ambient or diffuse, or for example here you can change and add specular. And for that, if we create a light and intensity 80 is good. As you can see now, is better. And now when you, for example, change this option, you can see result here is better. And for example here, if you increase that, we can't see this specular, and it will be like metal. Okay, change this metal to 0. Next is texture. For texture, first you should add a picture or a video in timeline. For example, I want use this sky for texture. First you should drag and drop here and add it to your composition, and you can turn off that showing, but I want show this layer too. Now select this, and here in color texture select this layer sky, and now as you can see it have that texture. And for example here for normal map you can select again that layer, or you can select another layer. And here again in specular map you can select that. And in material and lighting, if we change this color, change it to white, here you can see that texture better. And here you can change the scale from this texture in X, Y, and you can change offset of that. Okay, I was forget to learn you to teach you a group inside material and lighting, that is image based lighting. If you want add environment, you should select this, and in image based lighting you can, for example, select sunset field, or for example you can select dark, and here you can add, or for example church, you can add environment for that, or for example green forest. Very good. For now sunset is good. And next group is word transform, and with this you can change position or rotate that. For example here change position, or with this you can rotate this path. And with rendering group you can change, for example, here in shader, you can change it to density. As you can see, it will like this, or you can change it to a smooth. I think smooth is better for here. And for example, here you can add blend. For example, if you select add, it will be like this. For now, off is good. Or for example, here you can add ambient occlusion. For example, here you can increase or decrease ambient occlusion for intensity. As you can see, now it's good. Or you can change radius, and with this option you can change it to normal. But if you want render final, that you should select full render. And in draw we have fill, wireframe, points. And for example, if you select wireframe, now as you can see, it changed. Example here, as you can see, it changed to line. And if you change it to point, as you can see, it changed just to point. Very good. Change it to fill. That's great. I was created some tutorials about this TAO in professional. You can see that for more learning in TAO plugin. Okay, I hope you like this tutorial. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and if you want, you can subscribe my channel and use all my tutorials every day. Thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.